Hi, welcome back, students. The next topic is the importance of clarity and cohesion in writing. So I must applaud you for sticking through all the lessons and getting to this point. We are near to the end. So give a pat on your back. So what does clarity and cohesion mean to you? Have you given it a thought? You have perhaps heard about this word being mentioned throughout the lessons or seen it somewhere. So, clarity is the ability to sound intelligible or to be clear, and cohesion is to have a sense of unity in your writing. So, to achieve this too, let's look at the next slides to find out how we can achieve clarity and cohesion in writing. Right. Simply put, clarity is the quality of being clear, easy to understand, and free from ambiguity. So we want to prevent from sounding ambiguous in our writing. We want to sound that we are sure about our points, about our stand on a certain argumentative topic. And cohesion, on the other hand, means the logical and seamless connection between the different parts of pieces of writing. So, to achieve cohesion, there are some techniques that I will share with you in this slide. And lastly, relationship. Clarity and cohesion work together to create a well structured and persuasive argument. So, without clarity, and you just have cohesion, you won't be able to write a good essay. Without cohesion, but you have clarity, would also result in the same thing. So, it's important to maintain that clarity and cohesion throughout your essay. Okay, to achieve clarity and cohesion, we need to have a structure. So, a structure of your essay, which you are all most aware of now. So, we start with the introduction, okay, where your thesis statement is outlined and your key points to your argument is shown to the reader, then followed by body paragraphs. Typically, there are three body paragraphs in an academic essay, and sometimes even more than that. Okay, so let's stick to the three body paragraphs. So you need to develop the paragraphs with the proper supporting details and evidence to strengthen your arguments. And to achieve cohesion and clarity, you also have to have a conclusion where you summarize your main points and reaffirm your position. Right, now we come to how we can make our writing more cohesive and have more clarity. So, there are four tips here, and the first one is signposting. So, we use signposting to indicate the structure of our argument. Words like firstly, in addition, finally show to the reader that you are going on to the next point, and this creates clarity and cohesion at the same time. And we also use transitions to link our ideas together, or phrases, words and phrases together. Words like moreover, nevertheless, as a result, in addition, and so on are useful in creating cohesion. And let's see at the bottom too, coherence. We need to ensure the paragraphs flow logically and your points are clearly connected to one another. While for clarity, we need to avoid ambiguous language and we need to be precise in your word choices. So you don't have to use big words all the time as long as they can be understood by the reader. Right. Another great point in writing is to keep it short and sweet. Okay. In other words, to keep it concise and precise. So, conciseness is used to avoid unnecessary words and redundancy. So, you have to express your ideas clearly and efficiently. Precision refers to using specific and accurate language to convey your meaning. So you also need to avoid vague or ambiguous terms. And finally, clarity. Clarity is the use of clear and precise language, just like I've shared in the previous slides. So it helps our readers to understand the flow of our argument, and it sounds logical. So remember to keep your writing short and sweet. All right, so we are going to try to avoid ambiguity and vagueness in our writing. So, how do we do that? First of all, target our language. We must try to use specific, concrete language to clearly communicate our ideas. And this can be helped by the help of a dictionary. Okay? Secondly, we need to clarify meaning of any words that are vague or ambiguous to our readers. So we can give a definition, perhaps, or try to give an example to support that term to help our readers have a clearer picture of what we are trying to say. Lastly, we need to eliminate vagueness. So avoid abstract or imprecise language that could confuse our readers, that could confuse ourselves. So we write something that we understand, that we know our readers would understand. Try to avoid using bahasa words when writing an essay, as sometimes we do not know what other word we are going to use. So maybe we can give a description instead. Okay. Okay. To make our writing more coherent and cohesive, and also with clarity, is to use evidence and examples to support our arguments. So, this is just a refresher of the previous lesson. First is to gather the evidence, collect relevant data, facts, and expert opinions to back up our claims. Secondly, incorporate examples. So, specific examples can illustrate our points and make our arguments more convincing. And thirdly, analyze and explain. So we need to justify by giving explanations on the evidence and examples and how they relate to our main arguments. So, what are the advantages of having clear and cohesive arguments? One, our arguments will sound more persuasive and more likely convince our audience. Two, it will be more memorable. So, well structured arguments can help our readers read them in a more easier and relaxed manner, and they be able to retain what we have just said in our essay. And lastly, credible. So, using evidence and examples to support our claims make our arguments more credible and authoritative. Dear students, we have come to the end of this slide. I hope that my sharing has helped you to gain some insight on how to produce essays that have clarity and coherence. Now, you may find that writing argumentative essays more challenging compared to other expository essays, but that's the fun of it, right? So when there's a challenge, you must take it up and use the proper strategies in order to be able to publish or produce a writing that is coherent and has clarity. I wish you all the best, and please review any notes if you did not catch what I mentioned, and you can also write in any questions. I will be glad to receive them and answer them. Thank you. Happy learning.